National Weather Service did just release a severe thunderstorm watch for Mecklenburg County until 9 p.m. in several of our counties east of 77. Biggest threats today will be localized downpours. We're also concerned with strong gusty winds and the presence of some hailstones. So mainly after about 2 p.m. we're going to start to see a few of those isolated storm cells bubble up across the mountain counties and a little bit closer to around 4 p.m. for the metro. Now these cells today are not going to be moving very quickly. They're going to kind of just sit over their area and dump a lot of rain in a short period of time. So our biggest concern today will be the potential for flooding. And it's all because of these dew points. So dew point is the temperature at which air becomes saturated with water vapor. Basically, we just use them to describe how it's feeling out there. Feeling pretty fantastic over the next couple of days. So this is CAPE. It measures convective available potential energy. Fancy scientific term for basically thunderstorm fuel. And we're paying attention to those deeper yellows, oranges, reds, indicative of the presence of some shear and that available energy to fuel the afternoon and evening thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Madi Baggett, standing in the intersection between Cox Mill Road and Poplar Tent Road in Cabarrus County due to a road closure, excessive rainfall and runoff continuing throughout the evening. I'll let you know when this road is expected to reopen and if you can expect any more flooding throughout your area.
Maddie, fire crews say that a dryer caught fire there.
Yes, Scott. I am standing right outside of this home on Zelda Lane right after a lightning strike actually struck a metal pole, and that sent a vibration down to the basement that in return exploded or set this dryer on fire. So what had happened shortly after 3 p.m., this is all according to an internet worker who was actually setting up internet for this homeowner, said they smelt a plume of smoke coming from the basement. He immediately opened the door and then was hit with a wave of the smoke coming up from the basement. So when we were driving here east on 74, we didn't really see any major highway flooding, but when we did get into Union County, we saw that several of those railroad tracks were underwater. Also local neighborhoods just experiencing some ponding on the sides. Nothing major as far as neighborhood flooding. But I'm meteorologist Madi Baggett in Chopper 9. We are getting a look in Oakboro over Stanley County between Hilford Road and Rocky Mount Church Road. This area has received a good amount of rain over the past several days, and that has caused a portion of Rocky River to go over that bridge. So we're getting those outer bands right now impacting Fayetteville, Lumberton, Florence, just packing quite the punch, not moving very quickly, just a few outer bands, light showers for us currently. A little bit later on this evening, closer to about 10-11, we're going to start to see those light showers, and then into early tomorrow morning it's going to move westward and it's just fully going to set right over the metro. We're going to continue to see these heavy downpours throughout your Thursday and then into early Friday. Not too bad for your Friday forecast. The majority of that rain does look like it will be through by about lunchtime, but just note it's going to leave behind a decent amount. This is a 48-hour rainfall total. Depending on its path, this definitely could change, but based on current model projections, we're showing on average around 5 to 6 in areas in that red, 4 to 6 in areas in orange, 2 to 4 for areas in yellow. A little bit less there farther to the northwest towards the mountains. Right now it doesn't have those bands going quite that far. As far as temperatures are concerned, dipping down, upper 70s for your Thursday. Now if you wanted to call off of work tomorrow's going to be a good day to do so. Roads are going to be a mess. Mid to upper 80s for your Friday. Saturday looking a whole lot better. Once Debbie gets out of the way, not only is it going to be looking better, it's also going to be feeling a whole lot better. It's going to take that moisture supply with it, that humidity. So we're going to be dipping down come Saturday, Sunday, dare I say. It's going to be feeling a much better, maybe even closer to that amazing zone, but our dew point still will be summer-like, so it will be impacting just a little bit. Mid to upper 80s for our Friday, Saturday, and then heading into early next week, hanging on to that high in the upper 80s.
One of the fastest growing sports, I didn't know this, was that axe and knife throwing.
It's axe and knife throwing.
Yeah.
Paige Julian picked up the sport about a year ago and is only one of 6 people from the U.S. to compete in the inaugural Blade Masters tournament. So good.
Yeah.
I'm a daredevil. I'll do most things. I'm not afraid of much. I'm terrified of that. I don't think I could axe throw.
Like it would bounce back and
Yes,
hit
I
you?
saw that one video when that girl
haven't seen
threw
that.
it, axe, bounced back, she ducked. Thank goodness. Not for me.
Oh, such a way to have that day end for them.
Do you guys ever just scroll on TikTok and those videos and just cry?
No.
No, that's a personal thing. Got it.
Ash. I remember always going to Chuck E. Cheese and seeing those and, quite frankly, being terrified of them.
I'm really glad that band was able to sort out their differences and come together, because in the end, a lot of them do break up. So
Okay, we have issues at the airport. We have issues on the drive. Maddie, you're the one
no
section
issues
here where no major issues.
I can't help but be perfect. What can I say? Not all superheroes wear capes.